Government forces have arrested several prominent activists. The move comes a day after opposition supporters clashed with police during commemorations for the Ashura religious holiday. At least 8 people were reportedly killed, including a relative of former opposition presidential candidate Mir Hossein Mousavi. Well, Reza Sayed is monitoring all these stories from the Iran desk, and he joins us now. Reza, any more details emerging about the death of Mir Hossein Mousavi's relative?
Well, the new information coming into CNN this morning, according to an opposition website, Mir Hossein Mousavi's nephew's body is missing. So look for that to add fuel to the fire of the opposition movement. But what an extraordinary weekend in Iran. This was some of the most intense protests we've seen since the disputed elections on June 12th. Based on the amazing video we've been seeing, based on witness accounts, security forces in Tehran were out en masse, out on a mission to deliver a harsh and violent crackdown, and we're going to show you some graphic video of some of the aftermath. There you see video of some of the protesters setting fire to a Basiji headquarters, and there I think in a moment you're going to see some of the victims with bloodied faces. Witnesses telling us security forces were smashing protesters in the head. That's perhaps why we saw a lot of head injuries in some of the graphic amateur video coming in. There you see one of the victims with a bloody face. Sunday also turned out to be one of the deadliest days in Iran since the disputed June 12th elections. Again, among the dead, Mir Hossein Mousavi's nephew. I believe we have a still picture of his nephew. There he is, seated on the right to the opposition leader, the former presidential candidate. Now let's go to video of what's purportedly Mir Hossein Mousavi moments after he was killed, noontime Sunday in Revolution Square. And again, according to an opposition website, his body today is missing. Now, Iran's state-run news agencies painting a completely different picture. They are reporting that all these killings were staged in an effort to take advantage of public sentiment. Reports citing police saying not a single gunshot was fired, Aisha. But again, when you look at this video, when you talk to witnesses, it paints a different picture. And keep in mind, all of this happening on the holy religious holiday of Ashura, a time when violence is banned. Now you have several killings. Look for that to be a flashpoint in the days and weeks to come.
And Reza, what are the signs that the resistance is becoming more aggressive? What's your sense?
Well, we're gonna show you one of the signs. It's some really compelling and dramatic video. Let's go to it right now. What we saw over the weekend is protesters going after security forces who are going after them. And there you see uniformed riot police surrounded by a mob of protesters. In Farsi, if you listen closely, these protesters are demanding these security personnel to apologize. One protester is demanding these security officers to say that the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is a bastard. So there you see an indication of how bitter and how venomous these protests have become. So